Welcome dear students. In this lecture we are going to learn how to draw the 20 standard amino acids in an easy way. The general structure of the amino acid is in front of you, in which there is an alpha carbon to which both amino group and carboxyl group are attached. This is a common part of the all amino acids, while amino acids differ with respect to the R group. Now let us discuss how they differ with respect to the R group. The first amino acid in which hydrogen is placed on the R group, at the place of the R group, that is the glycine, which is the simplest amino acid. Now dear students, if on the place of this R you will write down methyl group, while the common part will remain same, then that will be the alanine. Now if one hydrogen from this methyl group is replaced with the phenyl, like this, then this is called as the phenyl alanine. If you will write down the isopropyl group, at the place of this R group, then you will get the valine. If you will place isobutyl at the place of this R group, then you will get the leucine. So here isopropyl in valine, and in case of leucine there will be isobutyl. If secondary butyl will be placed at the place of the R group, then you will get the isoleucine. So leucine and isoleucine both are the isomers of each other. Only the difference is that in case of leucine you place the isobutyl at the place of this R group, and in case of isoleucine, rather than isobutyl you place the secondary butyl at the place of the R group. Now these are the 6 standard amino acids. Seventh one is the different from all amino acids, and that is the proline. My dear students, it is the only amino acid in which no primary amino group, no NH2 group is present. Rather, there is only one secondary amine group. So that's why it is also called as alpha amino acid. So that is the amino acid which is alpha amino acid, and it is different from all other amino acid with respect to its structure. So that's why proline is the only amino acid that does not show the ninhydrin test, because it does not have any free NH2 group or the primary amino group. Let's move towards the 8th one. Now listen very carefully. This one is the aspartic acid. Students, listen very carefully. If you will replace this OH group only with NH2 group, the remaining structure will remain same. Then you will get the aspargine. So the only difference between aspartic acid and aspargine is this OH and NH2 group. Now the 10th one. This one is the glutamic acid. And dear students, if you will replace this OH of the glutamic acid with NH2 group, the remaining structure will remain same. Then this one will be called as the glutamine. So the only difference between glutamic acid and glutamine is this OH and NH2 group. So this one is the glutamine and here is the structure of the glutamic acid. We have discussed the structure of the 11 out of 20 standard amino acids so far. Now let us move towards the 12th one. First of all, I will write down the common part of all the amino acids. Now dear students, if you will place CH2OH here at the place of this R group, then this will be called as the serine. If you will place, now again look very carefully, it is very easy to draw these amino acids. Now if you place SH group rather than OH group here, then that will be called as the methionine. And my dear students, if you draw the structure of serine and just you replace one hydrogen with the methyl group. So when you replace one hydrogen with the methyl group, then that is called as the threonine. Now you will draw the structure just like serine, but here you will add a phenyl group. Then that will be called as the tyrosine. So we have studied the structure of the 15 amino acids so far. Now let us move towards the 16th one. This one is methionine. And please students, rectify one mistake. I have committed a mistake that on 13th number, the structure of the amino acid that I have drawn, it was not of methionine, rather it was of cysteine. So please rectify this mistake. This one is the structure of the methionine. Now when two cysteine molecules, they join together through disulfide linkage. These are actually two cysteine molecules that have joined through the disulfide linkage. Then this gives rise to another amino acid which is the cysteine. So this one is cysteine, this one is abbreviated as it is read as the or pronounced as the cysteine. Now let us move towards the 18th one. It is a basic amino acid which is the lysine. So now let us move towards the structure of the 19th amino acid. This one is the structure of tryptophan. Now the 20th one it is the histidine. And my dear students, as I have mentioned two isomers, leucine and isoleucine, and cysteine and cysteine, so because of this reason there will be a 21st amino acid as well. So the structure of that amino acid will be and this one is the structure of arginine. So these are the structures of the 20 standard amino acids. It is very easy to memorize these structures if you will try to memorize these structures systematically, and if you will try to memorize the R group which is present in the different amino acid, like hydrogen in glycine, methyl in alanine, isopropyl in valine, then isobutyl in leucine, secondary butyl in isoleucine, then CH2OH group in serine, then CH2SH group in the cysteine. So if you will try to memorize the R groups of the different 20 amino acids, then it will be very easy for you people to memorize the structure of all these 20 standard amino acids. It was all about the structure of amino acids.